Nachi.
There we go.
Hey, YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're doing Legends.
Yes.
Not chanting to make the recording work at all. No, that's not what you heard.
Season 4, episode 11. Seance and Sensibility.
Yes. So I guess chanting does have something to do with the show. But still. I'm pretty sure the spells in Wicked wouldn't work for Legends.
Because it was being slow.
Yeah. The recording wasn't starting, guys. What was I supposed to do?
Abracadabra.
Right? But it was I enjoyed it.
It was really good.
It was.
Really good.
Well, now Nate will never live up to anything because Arya's been with a god. So.
Yeah, but he's real and the other guy is not.
Right. I mean, he's real, he's not love.
And he has 1,000 wives.
100.
Oh, 100. I thought he said 1,000.
I think it was 100.
Well, whatever. He has a lot of wives.
Right.
He probably has a harem.
Well, he's the god. So, yes. And he's a Hindu god at that. So,
yeah.
Yes!
I did like seeing the Bollywood stuff, though. Like,
right.
That was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
Like, you know, the dancing and the attire and clothing.
I love the...
And Zari looked so beautiful.
She did.
Like, she did.
I love when Fake Amaya rolled up and was like, is this like a dance from a
Bollywood dance musical?
Yeah, like a Bollywood dance number?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I know we saw that in the previews, but it was better in the show than the previews.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because we had context, but still.
Right.
Like, it was good.
Yeah. I mean, even though he still won't be able to live up to it, I still want them together.
Yes.
Cause you know, they've both been through a lot of, like, their own personal stuff. And, you know, I don't know. They could help each other.
So, for the first time since Hawkwoman.
Hawk Girl,
I know. I just want to keep saying woman because, for heaven's sake, it's about time we have a Hawk woman. We have a Hawk man. He's not Hawk boy.
Yeah.
But I guess
it should be Hawk woman. I mean, that's a conversation for a whole nother time.
Right. But
women represent.
But, like, for the first time since Hot Girl,
our boy
got laid!
I feel like I'm saying hot girl every time I say hawk girl. It's weird. Like hawk woman, it sounds more like hawk. But when you say hawk girl, it sounds like hot girl.
Right, you could just call her Shira.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Shira.
Wait, which boy you talking about? That got laid.
Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
Oh, yeah. He was the one who was with Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
There were so many people, like...
He's only been with her.
I mean, between Amara and Hawk Girl, like, I get them mixed up sometimes. I know they're completely different actresses and they look different, but... You know.
Right. But for the first time since Hot Girl was on a show since season 1! For the first time since season 1!
That was season 1?
She left after the end of season 1. Didn't she?
Gosh, seriously?
Didn't she leave at the end of season 1 after he was killed? She went off to live with Hawkman?
That was 1, though? I thought that went into season 2.
No, because he brought him back and he was working for him. He brought Hawkman.
Damn!
He went to the future where Hawkman had reincarnated and brought Hawkman back into the fold, but underneath him to fight against her.
Damn, that was season 1?
Yeah, because he was only alive. He was only season 1.
Holy crap.
So yeah.
Like, I feel like that was more recent than season 1.
Oh.
Like, what the heck? Where does it go?
I mean, wasn't it just season 1? Because season 2 wasn't... Season 2, they weren't chasing after them. Were they?
I don't remember.
Well, whatever. It's at the end of the whole... When Rip stopped being captain was when
I mean, I
Ray
think that
stopped getting
happened.
laid.
I think Rip stopped being captain in season 1, yeah, but, like, he was also in season 2, he just wasn't captain.
No, he had created the Time Bureau, but that was after he was destroyed, after the Time Masters were destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So, was he putting together the Time Bureau in season 3 or season 2?
I don't know.
Well,
probably
whatever.
season 2.
So whichever way it was.
Anyway, it's been a long time. Basically, it's been a long time since Ray's been laid.
Technically, I don't think Ray's been laid since he was stuck in, the 50s with her. Like, that's the last time he got laid.
I loved that episode.
I like how we've been talking about Ray getting laid for the first 5 minutes of this review.
And the 50s episode, that was in the first season?
Wasn't it?
That was the one where, like, Sarah was with that nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, freaking Firestorm.
They were split up because...
Jackson, I mean.
Yeah, Jackson was stuck in the past, but I don't think Stein was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jackson and Sarah and Shira and Ray, they were stuck in the past. I think it was just them. Anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't think he's been laid since that episode.
Wow.
And it took God magic to get him laid. But of course, the girlfriend that he made friends with when she was but only 7 years old. I mean, that's when their relationship started. It just wasn't sexual in nature until...
I mean, I respect the fact that Ray is very straight-laced and traditional.
Right.
I do, because you don't see that very much on shows anymore.
Right.
But, come on. It would also just be nice for him to be like, okay, I can do this with you.
Right.
You know?
When he was on Arrow, he didn't really seem like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one of the things I like about him.
Yeah. But, like... I'm trying to, like, look at his character and look at his character from Arrow. Because he's the same guy.
Yeah.
He just faked his death and let Felicity take over, and he came over to Legends. And
which he's more suited for anyway.
Yes, but his personality... Like, I don't know why it took until this moment for me to realize that it's different. Because, I mean, he was still, like, the jokester, whatever,
right.
But... He was sleeping with Felicity.
Was he?
Yeah, he got bedded by Felicity a few times. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
And he wasn't...
I think it's just because, like... I don't know. Like, I think it's just different for him with Nora.
Yeah, they're trying to make him, like, the straight man.
Yeah.
And it comes across weird.
Yeah. I mean, it also could just be, like, that it's different with him for Nora, too, because, like, he really, really likes her.
Right.
So, and I think because of, like, you know, how powerful she is and all that, like, I think he just, you know.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I agree. But
I mean, it made me happy because I really like seeing them together, so.
Right. Him shirtless, tugging at his belt, you want me in bed with you? Like, yes!
Yes, I do.
Please.
Please come here.
Come hither.
Come hither.
I mean, she was wearing the right attire to say hither, wasn't she? I mean, like, that old-timey crap, that was the era in which they said hither.
Yeah.
So
Jane Austen.
yes. So I mean, she was wearing a bedgown that was from that era.
She was wearing a very modest bedgown.
Yes. Something Jane Austen probably would have worn to bed.
How did they not get hot?
They did. I think they had like different material for different seasons. Like
Makes
summer was wool. And
Yeah.
then spring. I mean, summer wasn't wool. Winter
I
was
was about to say, like,
fall
what?
and winter were wool,
They'd
and
be
spring and
roasting.
summer were like
Cotton.
flannel. I don't know.
Flannel's warm
Something-
too, though.
I don't
Flannel
know.
would be like fall. Wool would be winter, and cotton would be like spring and summer.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just spouting freaking like
But anyway,
clothes stuff.
like, and then freaking Zari's was like a threesome, so she's like, this has to be a dream.
Yes, I love how she was totally into it, and then Nate came up behind her, like, oh baby, and then like she looks directly at the camera. This has to be a dream. And like from the moment Nate came into the picture, she's like,
Why is
this
he
isn't doing
that
it
with
for
the
me
lighting?
anymore.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm not into this anymore. Like I know it's a dream because both of you are here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just hope that, like, I hope that what Mona said, like, still convinced her to, like, you know, have the courage and surrender and, like, still allow Nate to be, like, you know, that person.
But I mean, like the look on her face, I think pretty much conveyed that.
Yeah.
Like Nate is that person for her.
Mm-hmm.
She just has to take the leap.
Yeah,
which is
she
what
just
they were
has
singing
yeah,
about.
exactly. She has to surrender to it.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't know that this episode was gonna be Jane Austen, like, Regency era. Like, for when they went back in time. Like,
Right.
I thought it was gonna be something different. So when they did that, I was like, oh, that's really cool, you know? Because I didn't expect them to do, like, Jane Austen. So I was like, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like, Mona's shirt, like, it said Eleanor and. Like, I have a shirt like that has, like, all the Friends characters on it. So, and it has, like, the same writing. It's, like, Ross and Rachel, Joey and Phoebe, Chandler and Monica.
Right.
Like, so I thought that was cool.
For me, like, when they said it was the Jane Austen episode, I was freaking out inside. I was like, yes! Yes! Because, I mean, they're time traveling. Doctor Who is time traveling. And Doctor Who did a Jane Austen episode.
I mean, I like Jane Austen.
And it was amazing. And then I watched this one, and my mind is trying to compare it, but I'm forcing it not to because it was vastly different. I mean, a giant wasp did not come out of anywhere, and
yeah, and a freaking person didn't morph into a werewolf.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
maybe she hadn't. Does she have like a time book, like a time story?
Who?
Jane Austen.
I don't know. I haven't actually read any of her books. I've seen the movie of Pride and Prejudice, and I have the book. I just haven't, like, actually read the whole thing.
Right.
I started to read it, and I was like, I probably should have gotten the version that had, like, stuff on the bottom to help me understand what's being written.
Right.
Or what's written, because the one that I got is, like, a special edition, and it's, like, a pretty cover and everything, but it just has the, you know, like, the writing. It doesn't have, like, footnotes on the bottom or anything to, like, tell me what words mean and stuff. So maybe I'll get another version and actually read it.
I loved the story.
But right now I don't have that. So, but I have seen the movie, and I do enjoy the movie. I
was just like, when she like mentally discovered that Mona,
and I've seen Sense and Sensibility too.
When she like mentally figured out that Mona was from the future, like I was like, write a time traveling story.
She
It's
should have.
totally here now.
I don't think she ever did. I mean,
Probably
I don't
not.
know, like, all of her stories. You'd
Yeah.
have to ask somebody who's more well-versed in Jane Austen.
Right. Which is
Um,
not me. The English major doesn't know Jane Austen.
I
I'm
know-
sorry, guys.
I know she did Emma. I know she did, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and
Mhm.
Sensibility.
Right.
Yeah. So, I don't think any of those have time travel in them.
Right.
Maybe.
They don't. But yeah, I was just like, well, if you were never gonna write one, you can write one now. Like, you've seen time travel, you've witnessed it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have someone from the future telling you to be a best-selling author. Come on.
Okay, so she did Pride and Prejudice, Emma, Persuasion, Sense and Sensibility. Okay, I was right. She did do Northanger Abbey. I also saw the movie of that, which was pretty good. Mansfield Park. Those are like all the different.
Yeah. Well, like whatever, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, she should have done time travel, but of course it doesn't really deal with the type of thing she was writing.
Yeah.
But still, she could have made it in some way deal with, like, a relationship. Like Mona's.
Yeah. I don't know. I loved how much Mona loved her and, like, loved the books and, like, became a romantic because of them.
Right.
Like, I thought that was really, like, sweet
Mm-hmm.
because, books really affect you. So the fact that, like, she has that belief and love the way she does, like, all because of that
Right.
was just really cool. And she just needed to be reminded again by her favorite author that, it's more than just what she was saying.
Right. I don't think that Mona ever really thought of it as more than that.
Yeah.
And, like, she always thought of romance like what we see in the movies. Like,
Right.
oh my gosh, 5 seconds ago I didn't know you, and now I'm just falling into your arms, your eyes,
Right.
or, like, whatever.
Mhm.
Right? And just, like, sudden, like, romance with someone.
Yeah.
Which is what she had with
love at first sight.
Right. Which is what she had.
And it doesn't always work like that.
Right. And,
rarely, if ever, it doesn't work like that.
Right. And
I mean, it's very rare. It's like a serendipitous moment if that happens.
Yeah.
Like, you were just in the right place at the right time, and it was like fate.
Yeah. And Jane was just like, that's not what I wrote about.
Yeah. She's like, I rejected somebody because I was being forced to marry them, not out of love. It was out of obligation, not love.
Right. But yeah. But, like, what she said was that that's not what I wrote about.
Right.
The love I wrote about is, like, a respect.
Yeah, like a mutual respect and love for each
that
other.
grows from time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how it was in Pride and Prejudice. Like, Mr.
Mhm.
Darcy, at first, she didn't like him.
Right?
He didn't talk hardly. He was very quiet. Like,
And he was a total prick.
Yeah. And then, it grew to be something more.
Mm-hmm.
And, it became, like, this beautiful thing that was built out of respect
Right.
and love.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
The second thing I thought of when they said Jane Austen was, like, totally made me think of Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
I haven't seen that.
I loved it.
I know most people really liked it. I didn't go see it when it came out.
It didn't do good in the theaters.
A lot of movies like that don't. The second Lego movie didn't either.
Really?
It bombed.
Damn!
That's what I heard. And I thought it was great.
Well, they were probably projecting more than they got with the first one, which was stupid of them.
Yeah, because sequels usually don't make more than the original.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure everyone was tired of singing "Everything Is Awesome."
It had different songs in it. But
Yeah, but that song wasn't.
Yeah. Apparently, it was like between Hellboy and Shazam. Like, which did better in the box office? Shazam.
Yeah, Hellboy's out.
Yeah.
I did not know that. And then Avengers comes out next weekend.
Yes, it does. 9 days.
I have too many movies.
I need to still get tickets for that.
For Avengers?
Yes.
So do we.
These are the things we ponder. We have to see it before we get spoiled. We can't be spoiled.
Yes. But of course, go to Brennan. It's never sold out.
Yeah.
So, probably just go to Brennan again. Anyways, this is how we are in real life.
It's true.
This is literally all we talk about.
Pretty much. I mean, that's how we bonded.
Yes.
TV show.
Yes. Yeah. But, this was, like, what I'm not exactly sure how I feel about the whole, like, home end of things in this episode. Like, the whole, like, Wake and Nate and Rory. It's Rory, right? Yeah, Rory, McRory. And, and Constantine. I can never remember his name. It always takes me a little while.
Constantine.
Yeah. But them, I didn't really feel this episode. It was more of a girls' episode.
It was, yeah.
And the boys' part fell flat for me.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I'm glad that, like, Nate seeing the video of, like, what his dad was doing, like, helped him to realize that he actually wasn't as bad of a person as he thought he was.
Right.
And that helped him to kind of, like, have that closure and be able to move on.
But what he thought he was doing with the creatures was not what he was doing with the creatures.
No, it was not.
No.
Which, actually, I was kind of surprised by, too, because I was like... He always plays the bad guy. So the fact that he actually wasn't a bad guy in this role was weird for me. Because I'm so used to seeing him as the one character that he's most known for, and he was a bad guy in that.
He was more of like an anti-hero.
Yeah, he was more of an anti-hero. You're right. He wasn't technically a bad person.
And he wasn't a good guy either.
Yeah. So he was like Constantine. Constantine's considered an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's not considered good and he's not considered bad.
Right.
He's in between.
Yeah.
Like, he tries to do good, but he's done a lot of bad things.
Right.
So, he's trying to fix that, but he always seems to fail and make it worse and do something bad as well along with it.
Right. But his intentions have always been pure.
Yes.
Whereas signing a deal with a demon, your intentions aren't pure at that point.
No. And that's what Hank did.
Yes. So that is what I would qualify as an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Where you are willing to go that. Like, an anti-hero...
But isn't that what Constantine did too, though?
An anti-hero is willing to do anything and everything to get to the end goal, no matter the cost.
Okay. And Constantine didn't do that?
No.
Okay.
He is trying
Because, I mean, I saw things where it said that he was an anti-hero. So
right, I mean, like, some definitions, sure. But, my idea of one is, like, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool is the perfect definition. He will kill your ass if you get in front of him, whether you're a bad guy or not.
Yeah, because he's Deadpool.
Right. Like, that
and you don't F with Deadpool.
Exactly. That is, an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the way of his bullet and it goes through you, then, oh well, he's not gonna mourn your loss.
Right.
Like, he was all set to kill that boy.
Boo effing who? I don't give a crap.
Right. He was all set to kill that boy until he discovered that he could be saved.
Yeah.
Like, when he thought, oh, I could save him, is when he started trying to save him.
Constantine's whole backstory is that, he tried to help a girl, and she ended up getting, sent to hell or something like that. And so his intentions in that were good and pure, but, what happened was...
See, okay. The original thing that happened with Constantine is that he was dealing in magic and mystical arts,
Yeah.
but he didn't know a lot. And then, like, this band guy
Mhm.
was also dealing in, like, whatever, but he was more of, like, I'm a magician, watch me,
Right.
type person. But he was summoning a demon in, like, a basement, and he was gonna sacrifice this little girl.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, he was gonna sacrifice.
Constantine ran in with his best
I remember
friend and did some magic
Yeah.
to negate everything, but he still lost the girl
Okay.
to the demon.
Yeah.
And that's what haunts him, is even when he does everything right,
It
still goes wrong.
Yeah. And that's basically what he was saying tonight. Like, you're gonna fail with this, you're gonna fail with that, you're gonna fail Nate. Like, it's not
failed this, you failed that person, you failed me.
Yeah.
You know, you failed yourself, you're gonna
Right.
fail Nate.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna fail the legends because that's who you are.
Yeah.
But it's not who he is. Failure is just a side effect of his success.
Right.
And
He just has to figure out how to,
Right. But that's also because magic always comes with a price. But, like,
Yes, it does.
it is not his fault if saving someone, like, because he's trying to save people,
Right.
that people die.
Right.
Because they died, like...
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be a cost.
Right.
If it's going against time or it's going against the way things are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be a cost. Somebody will be sacrificed or die or something will happen.
Right.
Even if he's trying to fix it and do good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not going to be exactly the same as it was before. Like, kind of like what he did where he, with his boyfriend. Like,
mm-hmm.
That changed things.
Right.
So, like, it sucks because that's something that's always going to be a part of him, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he tries to do good, it's always going to, like, go bad in some way. And that's just, like, inevitable for him. It's probably just his fate. But, like, I don't know. I like Constantine.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do think that this season of episodes, not necessarily just this specific season, but when I say seasons of episodes in this context,
like this arc.
Yes, I'm going with this arc with this specific demon,
This story arc.
And I think that when he finally has the balls to tell the legends, because he's not going to tell them right away.
Yeah,
he's not that type of person, and when they finally do find out, this is my boyfriend who's possessed by a demon that I sent to hell. Like, they're going to try and save the boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the cost is that they save him, they get his soul away from the demon,
Mm-hmm.
but he still dies in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still that cost.
Right.
So,
because like I said, if you're changing the way the fabric of time or the way something is working out and is supposed to happen, then there's always going to be something that's compensated for that.
right.
Like some type of cost or consequence
Mhm.
of losing somebody or whatever it is.
I can even see, after thinking for that millisecond here, that in order to save the boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
Nora steps in. And in order to put right all the bad she's done,
She'll sacrifice herself.
right.
But I don't want her
I don't want her to
sacrifice
either,
herself.
but that just popped
Because
in
then
my
that
head.
just means Ray will not have another woman. And he'll never have another woman because he's always womanless.
This is way too true.
I like Ray. I just want him to be happy, damn it.
Right.
Like, come on. Give him a break. Like,
Yeah.
I like guys that are, like, funny like that.
Mhm.
And, like, have that nerdy, awkward funniness to them. Like, it's just endearing and it's fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy about him. Like, I like all of the characters for different reasons, but, you know, he just makes it fun.
Yeah.
Because he gets so excited. He's like the Dean, where he gets excited about all the pop culture stuff. Because Dean was always excited about it, and everybody else just looked at him like he was dumb. And he's like, come on, guys, what's wrong with you? How can you not like this? Like, you like in freaking Frontierland, where he was all like, let's Star Trek for this baby. And they're just looking at him like, what? And Bobby's like, I've only seen Deep Space Nine. And Dean's like, what? You know? Like,
he's like, wait, what? Oh, which one's that? Because that one's a stupid one, because I haven't seen it.
So, yeah, like, Ray is the one who always gets excited about, like, let's go on another adventure, like you did tonight.
Right.
You know? So, he's the one who always wants to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that could happen. It could be a potential thing that happens.
I loved when fake Amara, because I can't remember her name. When fake
I
Amara
never remember her name.
comes up and Ray's like just snuck Nora in his room.
Yeah.
And she's like, you were totally fapping just now. And it's like, no, he wasn't. He was hiding his secret girlfriend away in his room.
Yeah.
So they can boink that night.
Boink. I love that you said boink. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was clearly a girls' episode. It's okay.
Yeah. The guy's side fell flat.
Yeah, I mean,
at least to me, did it to you?
I mean, a little bit. Like I said, it was nice. It was nice that Nate got to see that side of his dad, you know,
Right.
through the video. And like, even though, like we were saying before, yeah, he made a deal with a demon, so that made his intentions not pure anymore at that
Yeah.
point. But he is an anti-hero in the sense that he's willing to go that far in order to make the dream come true for his son.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he seriously, like, made a deal with the demon so that he could, like, get the funding to create this park for all of these creatures.
Yeah.
But in a sense, like, he wasn't torturing the creatures, no. But, like, sometimes people He wasn't.
The other people were.
Yeah. But people could also construe, like, being, like, training the creatures to be in a park is also kind of inhumane.
Right.
Because they're not getting to, like, be out where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. But I think more of the training that Nate probably thought that he was trying to do is, like, the acceptance of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And children won't hurt you unless
Probably.
you scare them.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, unless their parents are totally dicks and let them
Right.
be total dicks.
Right.
So.
Like people that try to get pictures of animals at the zoo and then get attacked and blame the zoo when they go inside the area where the animal is at and they're being stupid about it.
Right. When you jump the wall into the gorilla pit, you're just
Like,
stupid.
do you really think that the tiger is not going to attack you if you do that? Are you that stupid that you think they're just going to sit there and pose for a photo for you?
Yes.
No. Have some common sense.
Please.
Like, that's my 2 cents, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
like, that's dumb.
Yeah. But, I mean, that
So, I
could
mean,
be what
you
he
know,
was thinking.
yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm conflicted because like I said, I didn't expect Hank to be that person.
Right.
Like, I didn't expect him to actually be a crazy kind of insane person who was dreaming big and having this imagination based off a drawing his son made.
Right.
You know, because he's just, I don't know, to me, he's not that. He's he's Biff, and
Mhm.
he'll always be that.
Right.
But so it was just weird to me. But I mean, it's cool that he's playing something different.
Did play some.
Yeah, it's cool that he did play something different, and brought a different side to something, like to
Right.
the character, where you thought the whole time that he was suspicious and you didn't know what his intentions were.
You just knew you didn't like him.
Exactly.
I thought it was funny that, like, you had the dragon and the unicorn. Because,
Right.
like, the beginning of the season...
There was a unicorn.
No, the beginning of the ending of last season,
Yeah.
you had, like, Constantine walk in and drop the dragon's head.
Right.
And then, like... Or was it the season before?
No, it was that season.
And
The end of season 3.
then you have... Like, then you have, like, the demon pixie dust ejaculating from the horn unicorn.
So weird.
Right.
Um,
Like, you just sprinkled goopy glitter dust all over
and made them all be like peace and harmony.
and then ate your heart.
Yeah,
But,
which was creepy.
like,
AF.
can you imagine, like, when I saw the picture of the dragon and the picture of when I saw the unicorn specifically, all I thought of was, that's not gonna be a happy theme park. That's gonna be a lot of dead people missing their hearts.
Yeah.
I'll never see unicorns the same way again. It ate his nipple.
Remember that I kept saying they weren't real, and you're like, yes, they are. But yeah, like, I mean, you could even say that, like, his intentions in the Back to the Future movies were not bad either. But he was just a bully.
Mhm.
So being a bully just automatically makes him bad
Yeah.
and makes him somebody that you're not gonna like.
Right.
So it was different. But yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't expect that. So that was like something that I was going into not expecting, because you just automatically think of him as, oh, his intentions are bad. He's doing this and this and this. You don't know exactly what his true intentions are. And then you find them out after he dies, and you're like, oh, well, he actually wasn't as bad of a person as I thought he was. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Good
yeah.
episode.
It was. I mean, I wonder if Nora's gonna stick around now.
Oh, she's gonna stay hidden in his bedroom.
And she will just be used for his pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, been there, done that, so you can go
I'm
do
sure
that
he's
again.
probably embarrassed now, though, by what
Right?
transpired.
The one thing I wanted more than anything after that dance scene and the end of the song was them to flash back to the Wave Rider to see their expressions on what the F just happened.
Yeah, I really wanted that, but we didn't get it.
No.
But their dance number totally made me think of the Buffy musical episode.
Yes.
That's one of the best episodes of that show, honestly.
It is.
But yeah, like, it made me think of that. I don't know why, it just did.
Well, probably because Nora came in saying, I think this is magical. And,
Yeah.
like, in the episode on Buffy, it's like, we're all under a curse.
Right.
So, like, they knew. And so, like, she knew.
Yeah.
And she told Ray, so Ray knew. And he's
But
like,
there wasn't
but I
anything
still have
they
to
could
sing
do about
to you
it.
in verse.
Yeah, like, there wasn't anything they could do about it because they were being affected by it.
Right. Like, yeah, it was the whole meta thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I overall, I thought it was still a really great episode. And, you know, like, then we see next week that Neuron, is that the name of the demon? Neuron? Neuron.
Well, it's not Neuro. It might be like
Neuron.
Neuron.
Yeah. Okay. We see him, like, messing with Ava.
Well, we don't know if it's really him messing with Ava.
Yeah, but we did see the face of it. Like, the dotted demon form.
That was more or less in conjunction with something that Constantine was probably going through. I think Ava just, like... I think... yes, something happened to her, but I don't think the demon got to her.
Okay. But they're trying to save her next week anyway.
Yeah, if he did, I don't think he would have put her into whatever state she's in. He would have just killed her ass.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Because she's in purgatory, not limbo. If she was in limbo, then I'd say she's dead. But she's in purgatory, which in this kind of, in the DC TV verse, it seems more like kind of what they were doing with on the Flash when they went in their minds. Like, almost like a concussive state.
Right.
And so it's more like her mindscape than like a real like limbo or purgatory, like in the way that we think of them religiously or lack thereof.
Right.
But
when I think of purgatory, I just think of like Supernatural or like Sleepy Hollow or whatever.
Charmed,
yeah.
The first couple seasons.
Sleepy Hollow was such a good show. For a while. I didn't watch the last season because Abby wasn't on it.
When I think of purgatory and makes me think of Charmed, makes me think of the episode in the first season with the Asian ghost dude that Piper fell for, and then them trying to save like the dad or the family or whatever, and they had to go fight like Master Kung. Like you know, they had to go fight and that stuff, and then like the ending part with Billy, and they were getting possessed by the master of kung fu while in purgatory, just like fighting. Yeah, that's what I think when I think purgatory is those two episodes. Anyway.
I mean, you just hear it so often.
Yeah. So.
Excuse me.
Holy hell.
Sorry. Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then.
The Flash is the Flash is back tomorrow. I almost said the Flash back. The Flash is back tomorrow. We finally get to see what's like the more of Nora's like story, and you know,
and how Barry takes it.
Exactly. And freaking Eobard saying, "Run, Nora, run."
Yeah. Run, Nora, run. Get you, Nora! Run, Nora, run!
But yeah.
Do you have a dog named Toto too? I don't know why I went there, but that's where my mind went. I'm dead right now, so
people are gonna think you're legit dead. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so the Flash is back tomorrow.
Yes. And Supergirl next Sunday.
Yes. Finally. Feels like forever. Hopefully there's no more breaks for any of the shows.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are coming up on the ends of their season. Supernatural only has a few more episodes because it's going to have 20 episodes this season instead of like 22, 23. So, yeah. And then season 15 will be the last season. Christ.
Mixed emotions on that one.
I know. Me too. I'm just being dramatic.
Right. So, I mean, I guess
until next time.
Family.
No, always stay true to who you are.
Always stay true to who you are.